guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. This morning is a beautiful morning. I think the sun is out this morning. It's not raining. Let's turn some lights on. Alright, so yesterday I had to do a little bit of testing. So the kitchen is a mess this morning. I was tired last night, didn't get to clean up. So I'm gonna clean up this morning. And yesterday was a success. So most of my recipes we did a little testing last night, and just amongst ourselves and some friends. I'm happy with some of the items we prepared. Let me turn this water on. Yeah. So I just have to test on a few others, and then we should be good to go as far as the recipes. As I said, I had recipes before. I just wanted to tweak them a little bit. So some I still have to tweak a little bit, but I'm happy with the outcome of what we have, or the direction it's taking. Today, nothing much as far as the salon. I'm just gonna go check and clean. I have yesterday's video to finish editing. I'm almost finished with that. I'm almost done. It's probably about, I would say I'm 85% done. I just gotta watch the last part of it and then put that out, put it to upload to YouTube. So I'm gonna get that done now. What time is it? It's 7:30. Yeah, about 7:30. So I'm gonna head over to the salon, get that clean. I'm just gonna finish editing this video, put it to upload from now, and then head to the salon. Let's see what's going on outside. So yeah, oh, it's nice out here. It's not cold this morning. I put long sleeve on thinking it was gonna be chilly, but it's not. So it's nice out here. Yeah. So yesterday I was watching some videos and I realized, I try to flip it when I'm editing. So this camera right here, just a little side note, this little camera, it's perfect, as I was saying in yesterday's video. Perfect. It does everything I need it to do, right? However, I noticed when you have it facing on a selfie mode, like what I'm doing right now with the front facing camera, when it's swiveled to my area, to me, it normally flips everything. So you know how when you take your phone and you put it on the front facing camera, the front selfie mode, it even make the words look backwards. When you're driving, it looks like you're on the right side of the sitting on the right side of it, so it flips the image, right? So I was watching this video last night on YouTube, and this guy said, there's an option to turn that off, where it doesn't flip, right? So I went in and did that change. So now this video, I'm testing this clip right here. I'm actually testing to see if, when I upload it remains in the right orientation, right? So the words ain't backwards, or I'm not sitting on the right side of the steering as opposed to, right? So let's see if it works. So just a side note, this camera is able to turn that feature on and off. If it works, there's so many features this camera has. It's so small, but it has so much features. It's like the features are endless. Like every time I say, hey, I wonder if it could do this, I wonder if it could do that, you watch a video and it can do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about most of these things that it has, but yeah, it could do that. So hopefully it has it in the right orientation now, and I don't have to manually flip it when I'm editing, because every scene that I upload, I would have to hit that mirror button to get it the right way. All right, sometimes I tend to forget to mirror it on some scenes, so I'm actually sitting on the other side of the steering, or the words are backwards in the background. So yeah, hopefully I solve that problem. So loving this camera. It's the best. It's a little bit fragile, you have to hold on to it, don't drop it, but it does everything that I want it to do. And it's super clear, because even at nights, I film some of the ending part at nights in low light, and it looks like it has a bright light. So it does have a low light feature on it. I can't stop talking about it. However, did the menu yesterday. Menu is good. Today I'm gonna probably, I have another item I wanted to test out today, so I'm gonna probably get that, purchase the stuff for that and try that. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the day started. As far as the restaurant, that's what I did yesterday, testing. Today I'm gonna get with the grease trap guy. I'm gonna get with the hood system, the guy that does the hood system on fire suppression. I'm gonna get with him also. Today he was out until yesterday, so he should be back in town today, so I'm gonna get with him, sign off on his part of it. He could start ordering the equipment for the hood and fire suppression. That might take a week, 2 weeks to get all those parts in. So he's gonna start getting his stuff together. I'm gonna sign off on his part today on that. The grease trap guy as well, I'm gonna try and sign off with him today too, and get some dates down as to when he could start working, because those two guys don't need to go through the county. Well, one of them I know for sure, the grease trap guy, he doesn't need to wait on our plans and stuff like that. He does his own plans and his own pull his own permits and stuff. So I'm gonna get with those two today. That's on my calendar to deal with. Today I think I gotta go get my daughter. So I'm gonna do all that today. The lawn is looking good as usual. It's nice and green. It's coming along. It's nice and fluffy. It's nice and fluffy. So maybe by this weekend I'll give it a nice, set the lawnmower on the highest and give it a cut with the highest setting. That way it's nice, it stays nice and fluffy, over in that section right there, it's a lot of weeds over there, and those little small sprouts, they look like pine trees growing, so I gotta get rid of all those little pine trees. I don't know how to get rid of them, to be honest, but I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna talk to the lawn guy and see what's the advice when it comes to over there, because it's looking bad over there as far as weeds. So I'm gonna figure that part out. Yeah, but it's coming along. Lawn is coming along. It's nice and green. I had put some weed and feed on it, so I guess it's working in terms of growth. There's no weeds compared to the neighbor's house towards the end right there. There's weeds over on that side. There's no weeds over here. I try to stay on top of it. Any single weed that's growing up, I walk and pick it out, take it out. So it's good. Yeah, so let me get my hot water. I'm gonna finish up some editing real quick, put that video to upload, and then see what the day bring from here. Okay, I got some dishes to wash too, so I'm gonna wash some dishes. Alright guys, so I'll get back to you in a few. Alright guys, so I got the kitchen cleaned. Everything is all washed up, brand new again. As you can see, sink is cleaned, everything washed up. So I'm about to head to the salon now. It's 9:22. Don't have much to do there. I'm just gonna do a quick clean. It should be already clean. So I'm just gonna head out there and clean it real quick. I was researching a couple of equipment this morning. I think I'm gonna go see if I could source that blender, that huge blender I was talking about. The reason for that is I make the season from scratch. So that season I'm making, I have a recipe to make it in bigger batches. So what's happening is when I make it in smaller batches, it might not come out the same as if you make it, you know, with the bigger batch. So I think I'm gonna get that big blender. That way we could do the seasoning based on the batches, you know, the correct amount. So we could get it, nail that part down. It's good now, but I just want to make sure, you know, we're using the correct recipe. So I think I'm gonna try and source that blender. If they don't have it, I would have to order it online and get them ship it. But there's this place down close to us where they had one of those big blenders in stock. I'd bought one before from them, so hopefully they still carry it and we're able to purchase it and leave with it. So it's already 9:30. I'm gonna swing by the salon real quick. Not much to do there, clean up real quick, and then I'm gonna source the blender. I'm gonna make some calls to those two people, as I said before. So I'm just going with the flow. Let's see. I made a list. I think I have a list somewhere. But yeah, as far as the car, still no hits on the car. People been looking at it, but still no hits yet. I guess they don't like it. It's a really good car. As I said, it drives like new. It has little minor issues that I took care of, like the ABS sensor, stuff like that. Put new tires on it, but it drives like new. It's a car that I would keep, but as I said, I don't have any use for it. It don't make no sense. I have that. I have the pickup truck. I have another little Corolla. I'm gonna sell that one too. So I can't drive 3 cars, right? So I'm gonna sell that one and get something else in the future. However, those rims I've been selling too, they still haven't sold yet. People been asking me about it all day long, but when they ask, they just never came. Or some people say they're gonna come, I'm supposed to meet them, they don't show up. That's Facebook for you. Facebook Marketplace, you're gonna get a lot of that, where people don't show up. It's like they're window shopping. So I don't take any of them serious anymore. Whenever they ask, I just reply, and not expecting any any response. There's one guy, he said, oh, yesterday in the evening he's gonna get his mechanic and come and take a look at the car. I never even heard from him nor the mechanic. So that was 2 days ago. So you can't really take them serious. I think they sit around and they idle, and they reach out to people when they're buying these things, and they just say a lot of stuff knowing that they'll never ever come and look at it. I don't know why, if it's this is what it has become, or I don't know, but I don't do that. If I'm looking at something on any one of these sites, I ain't gonna, unless I need information. You know, I have intentions and I say I need information on it, like, you know, like getting certain specifications on it. But these people, they're probably not even buying a car, you know. And how I know that is that when you buy a car, you'd want to ask certain things about the car. They're not even asking that, so that's why I know they're not even interested in it. So they're just, you know, they need someone to talk to or something. I don't know. Them people crazy. So that's that. Let's see. All right, let's move to the next scene. I'm gonna head over to the salon. All right, guys, so we pulling up at the salon. It's kind of busy today. Lunch is crazy. We got just brunch filled and Marlowe's filled. I'm heading to the back. I'm gonna park in the back. We might have a full house too as well. Yeah, everybody's here, so I'm seeing most of the tenants' cars. So I'm gonna get me a parking and then head inside, do a quick clean, and then I'm gonna head to pick up my daughter. So hang tight. Alright guys, so took a look at the salon, and it's not too bad. It's pretty clean, just minor fingerprints here and there, and you know, bathroom was nice and clean. A little bit of here in the hallway, but it took me like 5 minutes just to clean it. I haven't been there since yesterday morning. It's now Wednesday, 2 o'clock. So from yesterday morning, I went there early yesterday morning. It was clean all day yesterday and all day this morning, so it's not too bad. And we do have people working in there, so it's not too bad. They pretty much keep it clean, as I said. So I'm just gonna be here a little bit, chill out for a minute. I might sand that wall, I may not. I got till about 2:20 before I go get my daughter. So I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. It's now maybe around 1:30, so I got some time to kill. So yeah, I'm gonna do some paperwork and then head out, get my daughter. Alright guys, so we're here. It's about 2:40, heading to get my daughter. Finished with the salon maybe an hour and a half ago. It wasn't that dirty, so we got that done real quick. I was there doing some paperwork, making up a new list, equipment list with the prices and stuff. So yeah, the day turned out to be good. This morning it was, you know, rainy and bleaky, but sun came out, clouds went away. It's still cloudy out here, but for the most part warmed up real good and got real sunny. So we're here driving on our way to pick up my daughter. But there's a restaurant place over here. I gotta go check this restaurant place. Atlanta restaurant equipment. Yeah, stop for gas, got some gas a while ago. You know, part of the everyday life, you know. I almost ran out of gas. I didn't realize I didn't have any gas. Came around the corner and looked down and saw that thing. There was no strokes, so stopped and pick up some gas, get some gas. I didn't film that. Sometimes you're in a rush, you don't really remember to pick up the camera. So yeah, I got some gas. You know, gas expensive, guys. Well, where I'm at, it's considered expensive. I know it's more expensive out there in California. $7, maybe $8 by now a gallon. But over here, it's about $3.40 to $3.50 a gallon, which is expensive for Georgia. Georgia, it's normally somewhere under $3, like $2 and change, $2.99, $2.90s. You know. From the other day I noticed it went to like above $3, and it's just way above $3, mid $3 now. So yeah, you know, I'm just here driving. There was a place right here over there at that gas station. There was a right at the end right there was a space available over there for rent. It had, that space was a restaurant space. It had a grease trap and everything, but the reason why I didn't like that space was for two reasons. The area that it's in is not as corporate. It doesn't have a lot of corporate. It has a lot of residential, but there's a lot of Spanish people live. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's a lot of people of Spanish descent. Whatever you want to call it. I'll probably cut that out too. I don't want to say something and then anyone gets offended. So let me see. This area is more of a Spanish speaking area. It's a lot of Spanish people that speak Spanish here. Hence, the food we're gonna serve is not what. Drive out, man. I want to them people, I'm gonna be a mad people like the on green and this I'm gonna have to stop. Sure, let me start that Jamaican. Anyhow, this is what we have to deal with on the road every day. People gazing, staring, you know. I'm here vlogging with you guys and I'm more focused than them. Anyhow, so yeah, this area, a lot of Spanish speaking people. Those people need or eat more authentic Spanish foods, you know, like tacos and you know, empanadas and whatever they eat. There's a real nice Spanish place. I think it's Venezuelan or I'm not sure if it's, you know, where they're from. But I noticed that place right there is where all the Spanish people goes. That food is real good. I've tried it before and it's real good. So this area, you know, our concept on our food wouldn't work well in this area. That's one reason. The other reason is the owners of that building right there, they were wanting like 6 times the amount for the down payment to acquire that place. Now that's ridiculous. I don't think they're gonna rent that place very soon if that's what they're asking for, because other places is not asking that. The most they're asking for is first month, last month, and a deposit. They were telling us some like 6 months rent. They wanted a deposit plus 6 months rent or something like that. Plus we have to pay for bill, do all of that. That don't make no sense to me. I don't know who decided, who came up with that. I don't know. They must be rich or something. So they were asking that. So the realtor he was telling us, and pretty much he's telling us and he's acting like, yo, they're crazy. He's just passing that message on. So that didn't go too well. We pretty much never interested once we heard that, even if the area wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? Because we could still probably get a lot of customers being in that space, but it just wouldn't worth it money wise to acquire it. So we took that off the list. But it's a real nice place, brand new space. Everything was brand new. It had the grease trap already, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. But yeah, so we passed on that one. But there's a couple of other ones. There was a lot of other options gas station wise. They didn't have any grease trap either. So what I did was I just make that decision based on location. It was a real good location, this location, and for the price we're getting it for. That made the decision as well. It didn't have a grease trap, which would have been a deal breaker, but we made a deal with the gas station, with Circle K, and Circle K pretty much is paying for a large portion of that grease trap to be installed, right? So that's one of the reasons why I went with this, you know, because it's of such a large company behind it, behind what we're doing. There's also, you know, options of opening other locations in their you know, gas stations, you know, pretty much across America, you know. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, I was more in favor of getting a space from Circle K as opposed to the rest of the place, the rest of the yeah. So you know, when getting these spaces, we pretty much have to weigh all the options, you know what I'm saying? Make sure all the requirements are met in terms of, is it a good location, is the price right, what you're paying, is it, you know, with the lease, with the rent and the cam fees, if it's doable, will you be able to make enough money to cover all your expenses plus the rent and the camp fees? So it's a lot of things you have to think about before you go out and just say, hey, let's get this place. Not because it's cheap you're gonna take the cheap. Hold on 1 second. You know what, I hear this thing beeping all the time, but guess what, it's actually the GoPro in the bag. It keeps, I'm pressing the button. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, so sometimes the cheaper it is not necessarily the best thing in terms of acquiring a place. Not because it's $1,000 you're gonna rent it and do business there. You take $1,000 spot or a $1,500 spot, $2,000 spot, and it's in a bad area, you get no business. There's no traffic, there's no, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing around you, residential, it might be in a lower income area. You have to look into all those things before you actually lease a space to do this. Location is always the number one, then price after, you know what I'm saying. For me, the reason why I was dead set on this space is just location, where it's at. It's a lot of corporate and factories in that area. So those people, they only leave for lunch or they order lunch when it comes to a warehouse or a factory, right? Normally what those people do is normally take lunch with them. That way they don't have to leave, you know what I'm saying? But this place right here is pretty much within 2 minutes of all those warehouses, literally. Within a mile or two, it's 2 minutes, right, or less. If you spread it out a little bit within a I would say a 3 mile radius, it's within 5 minutes. So if you're 3 miles away on that road in a warehouse, it takes you 3 to 5 minutes to get to where we are, all right, and back to work. So they could either order online through our delivery apps, or they could just swing by and pick it up, whichever they choose. But we have so many warehouses and corporate offices within I would say a 5 mile radius, less than 5 mile radius. I would say a 5 mile radius. So it's perfect for Uber Eats. It's perfect for our own delivery if we offer delivery, and it's perfect for them coming to us, right? It's on a major intersection. So the location of that space is why I chose that space. Not the price, not what they had to offer, not because it was brand new. It's location. Because I'm just thinking ahead and saying, hey, if I let all these warehouses know that I'm there, if I let them know that we offer delivery, if with the warehouses on that street, I'm planning on just paying somebody to do deliveries and offer my own delivery instead of going through Uber Eats and on all these places. The reason for that is Uber Eats charge a good portion to the customer to get it delivered, and they charge us a portion, maybe like 3% or something like that, 3 to 3.5% somewhere. I'm not sure, don't hold me to it. But for every $10 you make, Uber gets $3, bottom line. That's what I'm saying. So if I could offer my own delivery, then I'll get full profit, and then the customer won't pay that much for delivery. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just charge a minimal delivery so that the driver could get paid, and I'll just hire somebody to deliver within a 3 mile to 5 mile radius to all those warehouses. So what I'll be doing, I'll be marketing those warehouses and office spaces and say, hey, click this link right here, we'll deliver. We have our own delivery. You see what I'm saying? So whenever they order, we take it straight to them. So there's no wait time or anything like that. There's no Uber. They ain't going nowhere else. They're just going to those factories. So those, I'm planning on developing that system where once they order it online, it'll come straight to them. So it's like a private delivery service only to those companies that's around us, because a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just have them, you know, scan a QR code. It takes them straight to that ordering site. So whenever we see it comes in on that ordering site, once it comes in there, we know it's one of those companies. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would figure that part out. They definitely, I would, you know, pay you know, drivers to just deliver those foods if that, you know, we'll get that ball rolling. So that's my whole plan on that part of it, and that's why I liked that location, because there's so many corporate offices and warehouses right there. So for me, I'm not providing food for the people who's just going out to eat, or I'm providing food for the everyday workers. I'm providing food for the person who works in the gas station, for the person who works in the office, the person who is working in another food place if they're tired of their food. You know what I'm saying? So I'm providing food for the working class people. No, everybody's working class people, but you know how you have a restaurant that provides to the more of an entertainment. So people who go home, they're going out with their significant other for dinner or something. No, that's not. This is just quick takeout food for the working people. So while you're at work and you want to grab some lunch, just like how you'd have your McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff, but it's just good food. You know what I'm saying? Not burgers and fries and stuff like that. So we're gonna have fast food, but it's good food, Jamaican infused food, just like a Jamaican restaurant would offer, you know. So what we're gonna do is, you know, scale along the pricing a little bit, have it affordable, you know, you get good portion, as what I was saying. So good portion, good pricing, and good, excellent, perfect tasting food. That's what we're going for. So as I said, you know, I'm doing testing. I'm testing on the food. We have our recipes already, so we're just testing every day just to, you know, get it to where it's perfect, where every bite is you know, irresistible. So, you know, we're working on that. I called up a few places. I needed an equipment. I was trying to figure out if they have it in stock. So hope they don't have it in stock. So hopefully I could swing by later on today and pay for it and have them, you know, have it delivered to the store. I could pick it up one day next week. Anyhow, I'm gonna catch you in the next scene in a minute. So we just leave Walmart. Went to get the pineapple juice. We're trying to make a sauce for the restaurant. So we're working on sauces now. So I went to pick up some pineapple juice so we could whip something up real quick to see if we could make a nice sauce. We're trying to do barbecue sauce, maybe a sweet chili sauce, and a hot sauce. So we're working on sauces now. So stay tuned. We're going to do some testing with that and then see what happens.